Salutation, darlings. Azorwing here. Use some more Genshin Impact. Last time, we did a little weasel defense. I think that's what it's called. And then we started just doing some random quests out in the wild. Today, we're doing some more of the same. Kind of. After all, doing the exact same thing would imply that what we did before can be done again. Rather, we are finishing up the stronghold defense, not weasel defense. Don't mind this is weasel shaped. Then, as the name implies, we're searching the Algae Sea. Cupid's quest. Not exactly sure, but it's somewhere out here. And that is our future destination. And eventually we'll get, and then sometime during the end we'll say hi to why hesitate? Well, no, I know exactly why hesitate. I'm right here, right now. Let's finish this right here, right now. And then we'll go visit our lovely moon. And then this is a world quest. So basically something that we discover while wandering the world. But first, this. Pretty much, rule of thumb, just do whatever's recommended. I am certainly not paying attention in the slightest as to the what's what. Monsters have mastered new mechanics. Wave 2, still coming from over here. That's fine by me. Let's engage now because I seem to be forward. You know, honestly, I should have done that immediately. I didn't even realize. Oh dear. Well. Still goes here. Still Pyro. Priest. What is this? I don't quite care for skills. Oh right, I have skills. No, undo. God damn it. If I take it back, I'll get 8. This really says I trust the chicken. $120. I am really trusting this chicken. Yeah. I'm really trusting the chicken. But also trusting the pieces so far. Okay. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Sure. It's not coming back into range, is it? Oh. Oh, almost did. Game? Really thinking about it. Optimal collection range of collection mechanics will expand the entire field. $49. Let's just. Game? You doing nothing. Oh dear. God damn it. Not was this expecting to happen, but sure. Lovely. this do? Why didn't it do that last time? Also, that was low-key terrifying. Oh. No, I wasn't quite paying them. Hey, seems to be going well. Who does heal? So rude. Wait, why are you going that way? No. Cease and desist. Got it. You dare. Get back here. Okay. No. What do you mean deploy limit reached? Oh, that was awful. Jesus. That sucks. Not perfect, but it'll do. But why? Oh, it's because I haven't game. Okay, it was just because I hadn't collected it. I'm curious. Like, did I accidentally discover something because my game because my game likes to be questionable? That counted for like what, 3 or 4 times? Well, I mean, since we have a long loading screen, let me tell you. Honestly, I have nobody else to gossip with when it comes to the fics I read. Fanfics, a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Oh my gosh, let's see. Yeah, no, I'll say the fandom. Super. It's the Superman fandom. The author had been inspired by the newest Superman movie. Oh my gosh, the newest Superman movie was so good. Like we got our big blue boy scout back. Like we have the little golden retriever to Batman's black cat energy. Or I suppose bat energy. Oh my gosh. And the fic that I was reading was just so sweet. Like, you have Superman just not at all, like, understanding sadness and heartbreak and missing family and whatnot, but also just the. I'm terrible at describing things. But also that very heartwarming, just wanting to see the best in everyone and everything. Like, oh my gosh, like how in I spoiler ish, like it's a no nonsense. It's a nothing scene that is everything in that new Superman movie, where Superman goes and just saves the squirrel because of course he would save the squirrel because he's Superman. He cares. Out of everyone, Superman cares. He'll walk the difficult path just to show that. And it was, oh my gosh, I love the new Superman movie. It was just going. It was so sweet. And just a little, it had, I'm not telling you what creature, because who knows, you might be able to find it. And that would be terrible. But it just had this moment where Superman was just like interacting with like a wild animal that definitely was. Jesus Christ, game. You are not. It is taking its time loading it. I'm sure eventually it'll load in. Until then, who knows? Until then, I will continue talking about the fics that I have been reading. You know, it had a moment where Superman was just saving this animal that very much did not want to be picked up by any person, by any human. As far as where Superman was even. And just Superman being just the most nicest, jealous guy around. It just, oh my gosh. Like, I think we all do appreciate a good, kind character. Like, 100% we all do. It's just, is the character well written? Is the question. It's like, oh my god. I've certainly written badly written good characters, and I don't mean like good as in they're heroes or whatnot. I mean like good characters as in more characters that for whatever reason are considered morally good. You badly write a morally good character, and it's and they're just the most annoying creatures to ever exist. Like I have, Jesus Christ. Like hold on. If I check my okay. If I check my sorry. Yeah, no, I have about 2,000 stories bookmarked. I only bookmark stories that I like. Like baseline. Like if I do not like a fic, I will not bookmark it. Simple as that. Because I consider my bookmarks as if can't find anything else, return to bookmarks. These are fics that I've read, liked, and will read again. And just like, I'd say I bookmark probably like, optimistically speaking, I bookmark about a fourth of the stories I've read. Let's see. If I sort by date bookmarked, filter by Date bookmark. What's the oldest bookmark? Does it say when I was bookmarked? Yeah, 2017. Almost a decade ago. That's right. And that's just on AO3. That's not talking about like fanfiction.net or Quotive or what are some of the other ones? If I count all those. That is a question. If I count all of these, like how many do I have? Okay, you can tell me. It was like page. How can you tell how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 9, 30. Okay, so there's 30 a page in Quotive. Quotive. They've got 9 pages, but the last one only has about 15 ish. What is 8 times 30? 8 times 30. 240. And I know I'm like twice as stingy on Quotive as I am on. So even less. To be fair, it's harder to find. And then on fanfic.net, oh my god. Do I even want to check? Of course I want to check. Because now. The original. Fanfiction.net. It's been years. Jesus Christ. Early 20. Oh, we're back. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm getting these number. These. I will load in. Well, I'm just like, won't you load? And it's just like, no. Nah, it only counted once. I'm really close to a temple.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few.
Yeah, so it only counted the 70 once. So it was like super low, but yeah. Heartbreaking. Story writer. This is Zora Wing. Save stories. Yeah, another like 650. How many? And then there were, what was it? 8 times 30. So 240, we'll say 250 plus another 650. 650 plus 250. 650 plus 250. Well, that's a nice round number. And then adding that to the 2000. Yeah, like, that's just 3,000 fics that I liked. Not even that I've read in the last since 20, like literally in 2012. 2012. One decade later, 2022. And that's only fics that I've read online. Fics I liked online. Jeez. I have like a couple hundred books, like paperback books. Jesus Christ. I love reading in my spare time. Finding spare time. Like, literally, just today, I've read like 5 different fics. 6? And that's not even counting like chapters that have been updated. That's just like fics that are just all their own. Like, sure, they're like small fics that are just like in the 5 to 10K range. Like, little fics, you know? But like, you're just so delightful, you know? Hmm. Anyway, when I say I don't get to talk to anybody about the fics I like, I say that with complete heartbreak. Nobody wants nobody wants to talk fics with me. To be fair, uh, to be fair, the other bots are just more so in the gaming variety, or like, or they spend their time watching anime. And honestly, oh my god, don't even get me started on anime. There are so many that I want to watch that I just haven't gotten around to watching, and it's just like, well, if you read less fanfics, but I'm just like, but my fanfics. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of fanfics there are? And if I stick to reading like 10 fanfics a day, I'll like, or if I stick to reading all these fics a day, okay, what is this? Charge your support skills. Sure. Yeah, why not? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, game. Lovely. Also, thank goodness I chose Electric, because Pyro would not have worked. Damage range. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I see. Got it. One exit there, one exit here. Oh. Electric chicken. Come on. Big chicken. Ugh. Trigger melt, superconduct, or frozen. Suppose I'll go for melt. Like, none of these are what I want. Explosion will occur. No, I'm going with this one. Right, Raya. Why? Why did chicken look so confused for a minute there? Thank goodness I chose fire chicken over here. Dude leaves here, wanders around like an old grandpa, gets lost, and is just like, wait, no, this is where I was gonna go. Like, dude. Like, thank goodness enemies are so gosh darn dumb. Electro Chicken 2. Lovely. Ooh. I am greedy. 350. I'm greedy. Oh, to obtain 500 bolts. I'm potentially a fool. Like out, I'll see. Oh boy. Come on. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, thank goodness. That was so stressful. Anywho, my hubris has paid off, and I have learned nothing. 8 or 12. I have one bolt. One singular bolt. Okay, this is also emergency for if they somehow sneak past. These ones continue. Okay, so they continue down that way. doing wonderful numbers, chickens. Lovely chickens. 12 out of 12. So this is like my final setup, which I'd say is a pretty good setup all in all. I got 6 chickens and I got 4 floor things. Jesus Christ. A little violent, don't you think? Ah yes, final setup. Not. Alright, we have our skills selected, and we continue on. Oh, is it taking its sweet time? Alright. Okay. Let's see. And here I was. I was literally looking up my most recent favorite list. Heartbreak. Sorry, what was it? The challenge? Okay, first off, you start off with Hubris, Bolt Preference, and you upgrade that. You need Chicken. Fire Chicken. You trust Fire Chicken. I just love the up, up. Chicken, no. Okay. Lovely. Anywho, when your hubris does not fail you, you simply double down. We trust the mines here. Lovely. Electro range. Increase efficiency. This one. Okay, this one worries me a little. Because all it has... Literally... stock continuously at the rate of 1 every 3 seconds. Burst it fires stock emissions. Hey, just because it says it's good for that one, doesn't mean that I'll actually listen. Fire Chicken. target analysis simply mean that it understands which target is in front instead of getting locked on to a single. I was flying. That's hilarious. 200. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why am I so freaking broke? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. An absolute fool. You know, that was my bad. I could have had so many more bowls. I was just watching him. Where are you going? Lovely. Yeah, this was probably the one that I wanted. Intel. Lovely. We challenge the gods in hope that our hubris does. Why are these marks? I specifically remember choosing the one that didn't. Fire. Where's it getting eventually? Like, how much for this? 300. 300. That's why it's in. Nice. Okay, so the price went up just for that round. Absolutely fantastic. Just to soften them up for when they get to fire chicken. I said pity, even though I don't really. Well, I suppose exactly. I don't nearly even need it. Why do I get nothing? I don't need it. Exactly. Naturally. Fire chicken. Nice. Oh, infinite chicken. This might go on for a while. I saved. It just wants to get at least 6 away. I don't care for that one. The earthquake was fun, and I liked the animal. I don't know why I choose things because turn the symbol, the final battles ahead. Unleash your wisdom and prove your might against these formidable foes. First things first, fire chicken. And then this guy. Bolt. And if you can, upgrade. Lovely. We can do absolutely nothing else. Fire chicken is in a bad location. I mean, it'll also. Fire chicken. Fire chicken cannot handle all of that really. So immediately retry. Mostly because of my own fault. Yeah. We relocate fire chicken to an amazing spot. And then we make an investment with this. Max bolts collected. We engage now. Because we trust fire chicken. 120. We're not that far from 120. But just need him to kill one. Just one. We observe that hubris has gotten the best of us. We immediately retry. Okay. We acknowledge that this is a war of attrition. Electro chicken. Hydro thingy. Also this. Cost to switch. Cost 50 to switch. Hell no. Okay, now we trust. Current wave infinite. Turn. Oh dear. Yeah. And we immediately retry. Because I made the wrong decision. Extra chicken. Hydro. Build this. Just went a bit too quickly for the bolt upgrade. This is good reaction. But you save, resist the urge to immediately upgrade. Then get fire chicken. And then these two pop off. Then you engage in hubris. And all of your... And then you proceed to... we see that our next round is coming from the exact opposite direction. And in this location, we place a fire chicken. Because fire is what we need. Right here, place Hydra. Hydra is best. And we place one of these here. Bolt as we do. And we cross our fingers. And we are very nervous. But we know that they're heading over here. And we trust. We engage in the little hubris. And we beg. Lovely. We're mildly concerned. Electric chicken. Shoot faster, please. We also give fire chicken over here faster shooting, please. What's the bolts required to deploy an upgrade? And just upgrade. Reframe again. Use a collection of efficiency by 100% of bolts. Do this one. I dislike all of the choices that it gave me, but I'm like, I like a lot of things. I like the shockwave. I'll go shock. Oh dear. You misread the room, and then you proceed to discover that you shouldn't have been upgrading things, but instead should have been placing things like a cryo here. And then because you can, you immediately upgrade the cryo, and you proceed to panic. Okay. You didn't immediately ruin everything. Shockwave. Lovely. We only have 9 health. Oh god, that sounded like right in my ear. How rude. Didn't exactly mean to place it like right there where it is, but that's what we have. You fire chicken, honestly, shackling's probably what I want for all of these. Oh god. splashdown. Okay. One of these two. Max HP of all opponents increased by 40%. The bolts required to play a. Oh, that's why. No, I don't want things to be more expensive. Yeah, I think I'll give these two suppressing fire. Very fast. Let's see, 12 out of 14. Shackling, right. I'm very close to failure. I can basically do that. Put down another chicken. Animal chicken. What do I want? I want to save up a bit more so that I can get rid of these two. Something on the floor, I think. Right, like right here. Almost done. Oh god. Okay. I paused because I was like, I did not want to take back the wrong one. Hydro Cryo. 1 and 1. Oh. These guys are sprinting. Yikes. Tell me that these guys are all stuck on one another. Oh god. Don't get unstuck. Why did you have to get unstuck? Please stop. I hate when they get disabled. Why did they get disabled? Well, not the best, not the worst. And oh, I've been here an hour already. You know, this is why I usually keep these, even though they're seemingly simple, on their own little video. And instead, two videos got two quest lines squished together, separated and jumbled. Oh, right. Alright. Hey, as long as it works out. If the game will, think. Operation Stronghold Defense, yes. Okay. And as we do, we continue onward. Sometimes that's all we can do. How is it almost 4 in the morning? Where did the time go? Last I checked, it was like it was barely 1 o'clock, and I was like, I think I'll stream. And now suddenly it's like 2 in the freaking morning. Where did the time go? Okay. Well, since I'm getting the impression the game is taking its sweet time to load, I am going to continue. Oh, the game's feeling threatened. It's like, don't you dare talk fic around me. Oh my gosh. I do read a lot of fics, but I also read a lot of comics. Oh, web comics. Always so delightful. Like, you I said that, and I was like, immediately, no. No. I'm like, I will say, I haven't read as many web, like, digital comics as I have read books. Like, I have read thousands of stories. Literal thousands. Jesus Christ. Like,
Add Astra at.
Like, yeah, some of them are simply, like, just, like, in the 1 to 5,000 range. But also,
Thank you for
I do
completing
very
today's
much
commitment.
love a good like 100K fic that you can really sink your teeth into, you know, something that you can read over a few days. Oh my gosh.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. What do you agree?
Certain you would. Yes. Wish. And if I'm thinking correctly, all I am missing is one Escoffier. Yes. Let's give it a roll. we. This is such an interesting like background. We have Escoffier. Excuse me. We have Skirk. We are wishing for Escoffier. And nothing. Tragic. I say tragic, but then I get 2 4 stars. Which, not bad. Just not quite what I was looking for, you know? I'm looking for a character I don't have. Who gives me a character that I do have? Twice over. Charlotte, congratulations. Yeah, Charlotte now C3, congratulations. Yeah. Alright, I said that we were going to visit Silvermoon Hall. And I see no reason not to. Anywho, like, which one do, like, what do I even say about, like, the comics? Like, I tend to. Honestly, when it comes to stories that I read, it's just a jack of all trades. Like, I do appreciate a good horror story. Like, those are my favorite, I admit. There you are. But also, I can appreciate a nice romance every once in a while. Like, you know, there's have some variety.
Here, this is for you. That's my share done, yes?
We got our painter hanky.
Hey! It's a drawing canvas! Wait, that means...
Ah, you're just in time.
Malice.
Wow! If it isn't Malaus, our great painter! Long time no see!
So what are we just in time for?
I just took Malaus to the moon for a bit.
Ooh.
I'm so jealous of how you just said that, like you were visiting the garden next door or something. Still, what did you go there for? Looking for inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
That's half right. We also selected a location for an exhibition. Do you recall?
Oh.
Paimon does! Malaus' Moon Goddess exhibition! Don't forget to invite us when the time comes, okay?
Exactly.
Yes, of course. In addition, Malaus seems to be able to sense subtle changes around her. She's told me that I've changed a lot since returning from the moon. That's why she wanted me to take her there, to see if there was something special about it.
Now that's an artist for you, alright?
So this special thing?
I'm not sure either. I took Malaus to many places, but none of them satisfied her. That is, until I brought her close to your ship.
Our spaceship. Oh, that's certainly quite special.
But after bringing her closer, I found that she wasn't interested in the ship itself.
Oh.
Huh? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's flying around you, Columbina!
She did so back then as well. I suspect that her real interest lies with how I looked after seeing the spaceship.
Happy? Content?
How you... Looked?
Reminiscing.
Yes. I was reminded of when the traveler and I went there together.
Comforted.
We sat atop the ship, gazing at Tevat. She found the truth about the past, and I found my home. Just thinking about it gave me a sense of peace. Or perhaps happiness. Yes, you are right. These are not things I would have felt before. So, I told Malas our story, including what happened after we reached the moon. She seemed most pleased after that, as if she had found the inspiration she so desired.
Ah, so now it's time for the great artist to work her magic, right? Huh! You didn't take Paimon up there back then, so she's pretty curious what Malhouse is gonna paint too.
And what are we going to use as paint this time?
This time is something special.
Moon dust.
Malos says she wants paints that belong only to us.
Oh.
And what does that mean?
I believe she means things that will remind you about this journey, what you have gained from it, and the joy it has brought you. Don't worry. Malos just wants to see such objects and feel them. She wouldn't use anything so precious as paint.
Oh, and what did you give her?
Soil from the moon, and the card you gave me for Moon Prayer Night.
Oh, so basically, it's gotta be something that represents this adventure, right? Okay then, Traveler, you pick.
Okay, so it would be something that we already have. Oh. Moon Prayer Blossom from Columbina. Moon Prayer Blossom gifted to you by Columbina. Right. So it's got to be something that we already have. I was curious. It's sorted differently. Like, see, there's like the tainted bud, the monolith fragment, the funerary mask. So it's like, it's got to be something special. You know, one of our keepsakes. Much like those in songs in the hall, it stirs a memory of a story and it heralds the opening of a new chapter. This time, it'll never lose its color again. Yeah, definitely can't turn this into paint. Oh, I might actually cry.
A good choice.
She seems pretty pleased too. Whoa, straight to the canvas she goes. You know, now that Paimon thinks about it, Malhouse's paintings pretty much cover your story from when you were born till now, Columbina.
And that story isn't over yet.
Yep, and Paimon wants to see more of our great painter's work anyway.
Happy hanky.
Oh, done already? Quick as ever, huh? Let Paimon see. Oh, this is so pretty.
Us sitting on our spaceship, looking at Earth from the moon.
Paimon had no idea Tevat looked so beautiful from the moon.
Now I can understand why Malos says that I have changed.
Why's that?
When I see this painting, I remember
Oh.
that as I sat on the moon, watching Tevat, I thought about how I'd always been looking for a home of my own.
Aww.
But now, I suddenly have two homes, both of them places of such beauty. It was then that I realized that perhaps home is wherever the things and people you cherish are.
A lovely thought.
Thank you. I think that after this, I'd like to take the Kuhenki to the moon more often. You're welcome to come visit my other home as well.
Have we gained access to the moon? The artist by the moon's side.
Oh? You'd like to be a guide for other Kuhenki? Of course. I think this will be a most lively journey.
Happy hanky, happy hanky. New records. No thing about going to. 1, 2, 3. Here, Princess Quiet Strokes, a Columbina. Through the young painter's quiet strokes, a Columbina filled with a rather unfamiliar feeling, happiness, comes into being. Yeah. 3 more weeks. I love that when Columbine is here, you can hear her singing. I love that she loves to sing. Let's continue on with this quest. A little place in Fontaine. Yeah. Anywho, we seem to have some time to spare. Okay, so one of the fics that I'm reading. It's a long fic. It's updating over the past few years. They take so long, but they're so worth it. Like this one, oh my god, it's such a good fic. So basically, you have this character who is literally a god reincarnated. And like, okay, pretty basic story start, you know? Like, whatever. Gods reincarnate all the time in fic stories. Happens to the best of us. So, like, you have this character who's a god reincarnated. They don't know they're a god. Pretty standard story stuff. But, like, where it gets interesting is, like, what, like, the god was killed. Like, basically, the only thing that could kill this god was their own power. So, like, literally, like, their followers had turned against them. And, like, this was, like, a god that loved their followers. And it's just, like, and wanted to make their desires reality. And it's just, like, one of their followers, their desire was this god's death. And they're just like, well, I love my followers. You're one of my followers that I care for very much. If that is your wish, okay. Oh my gosh. I would say spoilers, but I'm also never telling you the name of the story. If you know it, you know it. Congratulations. But if you don't, well, you just don't. I get to tell you about it. And not even in great detail. I'm just telling you, like, the structure about it. Oh my gosh, it is such an amazing story. So you have, like, this one character, and, like, because, you know, the god, like, blesses their followers with powers and whatnot. And so this one follower that ends up killing God basically starts their whole religion and declares the god a dark god. Like, oh my god. Like, the hubris of this character to steal, like, technically the power is not even stolen. It was given. To take power that was given to them by this god that they claim to worship, use it against the god, then declare them a dark god, and themselves the, like, oh my god, I It just made me hate this faction all the more because just like okay, like what like they then place themselves at like the top and of a new religion like they were they weren't so bold as to claim themselves a god, but they were so bold so as to put themselves at like essentially the head of the church and like declare all of the followers of the original god, the god that they killed, as heretics and all that. And like literally, oh my god, it is just so this character and like just the ramifications of their actions are so terrible because naturally the god wanted to like bless their followers. And so why am I targeted? Bastard. So like sorry, I'm distracted by this. Oh. Anywho. So this one bastard like just acknowledging that pisses me off because like genuinely like as much as a god can care for the humans around them, like this god so very much did care for like their worshippers. And just the audacity. Like wasn't like the audacity isn't just like the whole Nito burrito. Like the audacity isn't just like killing a god and whatnot. It's using like the gods want for their people to be joyful and happy and to have everything they want essentially, and just using that genuine kindness to kill them. Mind you, like just and like how their final blessing got twisted. Like it was so sad because like naturally whether or not the god is there, like they still want their like followers and whatnot to like have their powers and protection, but like
Take it easy.
because the god has been so no idea when I got that key, but because like the god had been so demonified, sure about that, but because the god had been like so demonified, all of their followers like essentially considered like
Treasure.
the blessing
One
of
way to
her.
draw your target out of hiding.
so they're just
Quietly now. Gets. Buckle up.
Crumble. A bitter pill to swallow.
like, hold on, let me think. I can't think while, honestly, like, one of the reasons that this fic in particular is on my mind, is because it went on a hiatus for like a year. Oh my god, I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken when this fic was like nowhere to be found. Like, come back, please. I love you. Nowhere that I want to be. So, like, even have... Like, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. I'm pretty sure, like, I've been here already. But at the same time, how could I have been here?
A bitter pill to swallow. Solidified.
Here. So you have, like, the main character, a young adult, and they're, like... And they... Like I said, are, like, they are not, like, they are the reincarnation of, like, the god. And they're... And they basically want to heal the god's blessing turned curse, you know? Because that's basically what happened to it. The god gave one final blessing to their followers.
Take it easy.
And because years of being demonified, it ended up becoming a...
Take it easy.
I was heading in the right direction. And... Oh. Hello. Oh. Ew. So...
Treasure. One way to draw your... Let's get it on! Hi!
Gather. Mind
Like-
the side effects.
Like, really, the blessing turned curse is, like, a very fascinating thing.
Quake.
Because it's like, well, the god has been dead this whole time, so not like they could do anything to undo it. And really, truly, genuinely, it was a blessing when it first started out. Like, it was a boon once upon a time. It protected the people who were once a part of that.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Carefully inspect the top of the mechanism, but you don't find anything. Someone take whatever is here too. It's that way. Just who is? It's Jacob. We had an We had an altercation with him inside Enlinus once. Sort of clarification recently. Not once. When I saw that unfortunate Oh wait. When I saw that unfortunate victim at the gate, I knew it was his handiwork. It seems he's still active after all. What does he want with this stuff he took from here? Simple. He too wants to reforge the holy blade of Narcruses. Narcruz. There we go. Narcissus. The dream of the Ordu remains unrealized. Maybe we should make our way to the final area now. Really? So you have like just okay. So the main like plot of the story, aside from it really is a wonderful story. If you recognize it, if it sounds interesting for you, well, I suppose you just have to ask me directly, and I might say, but given my knee-jerk reaction, probably not. It's like I'm spoiling it for you. But honestly, my general thoughts on Fix are the best kind of Fix are ones that you can be completely spoiled for and for it not to ruin anything. Yeah, we have the final one. We gotta get a move on. Yeah, no, like the main story or the main plot of the fic is that the dark. This is the last place. Our search hasn't turned up anything so far. Very true. However, this entrance is shut, which means we still have a chance. Looks like our advisory hasn't solved the riddle here. That said, who is our competition exactly? Assuming that the Narcruz Ordu has been inactive for centuries, and the knowledge I possess of it still holds true, combined with events that occurred prior to now, I fear it must be Jacob. That jerk who was picking on Seymour. What would he want with this stuff? I'm afraid his objective is the same as ours to find materials for Ordu was to reproduce the four requisite hypothesis substance here in the material world based on the esoteric philosophies of the underground kingdom and ancient Fontaine. I do not understand. These enigmatic substances are purely experimental. You could say that they are even further beyond ordinary logic than elemental power. I entered all the introductory to intermediate level textbooks from the academia's Fantadarn into my memory banks decades ago. There is nothing mysterious about elemental power. Is that so? Anyway, to sum it up, this is born of the confluence of traditions from Fontaine and technology from the ancient underground kingdom. And thus, 4 types of substance came to be: memory, wish, soul, and persona. I know that, yeah. To avoid any possible ambiguity, let's call them memory piece. Let's call the memory piece, wish piece, soul piece, and persona piece. Why are these used to make the holy blade? In the Nazcaru Ordu's band of mystical philosophy, the temple is the microcosm of the universe, and the members are standard for the gods, and the holy oil is tempered willpower. The holy blade, on the other hand, is reason, that which cuts everything open and can only be born out of consummate human will. Quite abstruse. That's esotericism for you. You attach yourself to anything that looks similar enough, and when the sort of thing becomes magic, fiction becomes reality. Either way, our adversary hasn't solved this riddle, or he did but wasn't able to provide the correct answer. With Jacob said adversary, my bet is on the latter. Here reads, all these united, born in an instant, often contradicting. I accompany you in eternal rest. Last line is the first drop limb. Just from the riddle I still remember the answers. Shadow. Life. Love. The answers just keep getting more abstract, don't they? Caterpillar, Seymour, do you guys know the answer to this riddle? I think I have an idea concerning the first droplet. Sounds like it's referring to the first raindrop that fell following the creation of the world. I believe this idea was in vogue with both ancient Fontaine and the Ordeal. How are we supposed to find something like that? Well, if this first droplet became part of all the water into that, in that sense, every drop of water is the first droplet. It's like the first god spreading out potential for greatness. An element of divinity is present in every person's body. If it's that simple, the person who came before should have had no problem offering up the right answer. Indeed, I'm probably wrong. No. Well, even if it was the wrong answer, it was a good one. I can only conclude the person who studied these riddles had no sense of romance. And now he's laughing at you for not getting how security works. I am unable to provide an answer. My search for the first droplet retrieved 1,200 results. Legend has it that the world's first drop of wine came to be when the animal god. Okay. you can give it a shot. Let's go to Mondstadt. If you're gonna flog a dead horse, let's at least go about it the right way. About that, I think I have something I can share. There's a legend that says the Oceanids came from the first tears shed by the previous Hydro-Archon. Meanwhile, the first tear on the earth was shed by the first Oceanid after she came to understand humanity. Wouldn't the first tear in the world have come from the first crying human baby? Animal tears are actually salt discharges, and in those peaceful times, humans breathe their first in laughter. That's what the legends say, anyway. Actually, I believe the cries of babies and animal salt discharges can be regarded as similarly unemotional behaviors. Babies cry due to eternal stimuli and to fill their lungs with air as quickly as possible. That is what the Sumeru armature textbooks say. Is the answer an Oceanid then? That does seem like an answer that the person before us might not have provided. Well, I think we're on the right track. Sure beats trying to find the animal god's wine. Based on my understanding of the Nazcaru's ordeal, that makes logical sense. The Red Empress who dreams of a place unknown. The dreamer who never says what they mean. It's even more confusing than the riddles. That's even more confusing than the riddles. What does that matter? We're already in the final juncture. Whatever the case, the answer will come to light at the end. Now then, Ant, if you wouldn't mind. Sure, I'll give it a try. But do come up with another answer quickly if I fail, alright? It opened! You have to get to the last piece. Otherwise, the Holy Blade will fall into Ordo's hands. Ew. It's like, where's what I got? Anyway, so, going back to what I was saying earlier, and the one fic that I'm reading. Oh my god. So basically, like, basically the general plot of it. These paintings are always so cool. Like, I love them. Is that we have the god reborn. It takes them a while for them to discover that. Because there's like a prophecy that the god will return and whatnot. But like there's a whole bamboozle thing of like the god's most loyal follower being imprisoned like in a constellation or something. It's been like a bit over a year since I last read this. So it's like, excuse my lack of memory. It's just like,
Solidify!
Buckle up!
A bitter pill to swallow.
but like, the god's like most loyal follower like was imprisoned on the moon, and they
Gotcha.
like When I say that the god wanted, like, bless their followers, I do mean, like, with immortality. I'm not sure if it's like an all of their followers thing or they just like they bless all of their they like bless all of their followers with like powers, but they bless like their favorite followers with they bless their favorite followers with like a bit of immortality. And so, like, where the story is, I was like, what is going on? Is all of their followers from when they were first imprisoned, essentially, like, recognizing their reincarnation of their god, and just essentially wanting to do anything to, I say wanting to do anything to help their god and keep them safe. You also have to realize humans are very selfish, and these ones are no exception. They have their own wants, their own goals. It's been like, what, 1,000 years or so since their god was around? And it's like, sure, they've been waiting for them to return, but like, there have been people who have been essentially waiting to make sure that the god within returns. Like, there are those that don't want them to come back. And also because, like, the whole god being... Yeah. How? Solve the puzzle, yes, but how? Look for the objective in the area. Wait, is it usually up? So bizarre. Because it's like, I need a key, but I don't have the key, so it's like, where do I get the key? It's like, I would think I get the key from here. But it's like, no. It's like, I get too far away, it's like, hey, come back. It's like, I go over here, and it's just like, where's the special key? Place. So ew. I'm giving an overly complicated explanation for what's going on in the fic.
Quietly now.
Stabilize.
Let's get it on!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Things are about to get dicey.
So you basically have this one character. So oh my god. Okay, so you have the one character that's the god reincarnated.
Buckle up! Ha! Gotcha.
And like part of their
Mind the side effects.
part of their main goal of the story
Quietly
is
now.
to essentially heal all of everyone who's
Seems
been
like
like
an emergency.
wrongfully, who's like the blessing, to heal the blessing that became a curse. And very noble blessing, and people are all for it. Problem: everybody has their own agendas, and and in a world where the god is real and can give you powers,
Gotcha.
and like if immortality is not even like that big of a deal, like I say not that big of a deal. It's like it's like a big deal. It's like not overwhelmingly so, you know. Like I would just be like, oh yeah, powerful god.
One way to draw your target out of
course.
hiding.
Of course. Special key. There it is. Anyway. So like the goal of the character, like if they want to be able, if they want the power if they want the power to release, to undo the curse, power to like undo the curse, that the blessing that became a curse, and essentially free their people, which I do love that this god is so very consistent. Like whether they're a god that was just from straight from the heavens, or whether they're reincarnated. Here it is.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Their biggest goal in life still is to help people, to give them all that they can. Whether it's possible or not. Is that the percentages ahead? Unable to analyze the density of substance before us, it appears to have a massive 0. Looks like we've got the last piece. You should at least be able to negotiate a bit with our opponent. Opposition now. On the bright side, at least you can stop the nice crew or dude from forging the Holy Blade. Well, Paimon, our final goal is to forge the Holy Blade ourselves and use it to stop their plan. Of course, Anne and I have not forgotten what this sword means. The only sword that can cut out the will is also your key to unraveling a mystery. Honestly, it's equally important to me as well. It's just that we have more important, more pressing matters at hand. Would you mind then if we look into the mysterious surrounding us later? I'm fine with that. In that case, as Orion, please take this persona with you, if you would. Suppose I can take this to mean that you've accepted our invitation. What's happening? Just happened. Get the game. Something someone said, and then we were separated from Caterpillar and the others. Where are we being sent? It's like we're this guy. Hmm. Where indeed are we going? If I had known that I would have been taken out, that sounded familiar. I wouldn't have pressed it. Where have we heard it before? Where indeed? That is a crazy view. Fontaine being the source of all water is very fascinating, especially with it being like this elevated area. Like, it makes sense. Water can really only flow downhill. Can I also say I love the time of day, like where it's like dark up high, but like you can see the sun setting. We ended up at the top of the Tower of Gasalt Place, separated from Caterpillar Inn and Seymour. What should we do? It sounds like there are traps streaming down below. Things haven't gotten serious yet. Let's check out the scenery. Let's count some prime numbers. Come on, you should have at least a little sense of urgency. Paimon knows you're a good fighter, but Paimon's worried about the others. Our only choice is to keep going. Oh, is that the entrance? If there's any traps, just smash them. All the provisional national provisions will Memorial Act or when something due. Or reduced, declared an illegal extremist group. Environmental organization will be permanently sealed from the sea forward. Destroying this board will see seen as a challenge of national authority. Environment will be publicly sentenced on the charges of something. They the reverse side of the seals course to true. Guilton and Neverlet. Cool. So we never let Neverlet know that we were here. We're not removing anything. It was already like cracked open, as you can see. Anyway, so again, like I said, I absolutely love that this God reborn is very much still the very kind and caring soul that just wants to give everything to humans. And it's not even like, oh, this God created humans and that's why they care for them because they're their creations. It's like, no, the God sort of existed separately. What could this be? Is the Nazca root or dude? Interesting. But like, goodness, we didn't take damage. I was worried the master's clock might break down at a crucial moment, so I came just to do a bit of maintenance. What took you so long? I've even had time to finish the anti-rust treatment and oil it up. The voice we heard earlier? You're the purple dude. I've told you. Just call me Jacob. How did you set up this trap? I believe the persona section to be most important, for there lies the persona exist by the master Peruse himself. Only a drop of water from an ocean can open it, and it can't allow it to be taken by just any ignorant adventurer. So I set a trap before activating the Orphant and sealed the space off. Why are you here? Why shouldn't I be? This is the Nascaru's Ordu base. Is there something wrong with returning to my own base? You're the ones who are trespassing. Don't you feel even a twinge of guilt for breaking the law? This was once the realm of a god. Now peasant sits upon a throne, just like the world today. As compensation, give me the rest of your paints and the persona I need. I refuse. Even now, at a time like this, what are you so hung up on? Countdown to the world's end has started. I must forge the holy blade and place it in my master's hand. Nascaru's, this master of yours? Indeed, according to the world formula, the second deluge is looming before us. When it comes, only he will be able to save the world. Only by forging the holy blade can he continue his unfinished work, gathering the wills of everyone in Fontaine, the continent itself, and even the entire planet unto himself. As the primordial sea returns once more, and as the devourer of all darkness, the sky, devourer of all darkness, and As the devourer of all darkens the sky, darkens, only he who is whole unto himself may survive. Only then will all our souls, nay, all of humanity's souls, be separated from destruction. We will welcome the new dawn and tranquil sea and innocence grasses. So this is your big plan to save the world. Sounds like you're just bundling everyone's conscience together without consent. What would you know of anything? Only the master new screws news body will survive the coming of the second deluge. Even if all other life disappears into the sea, he will survive alone. He will remember all those lives that were lost. He recognizes the value and equality of life, selfishness that selflessness that shall not be besmirched by one such as you. So where is he now? In the deepest depth beneath us, when the thugs and dogs of Fontaine surround us and attempt to wipe us out, he descended alone into the abyss below. He must still be alive, and the time for his return is nigh. Give me that which you have. Then I will have all the orphans, and you may leave. How about this? I'll trade you this rust treatment oil. Think of it as a gift for that foolish dog. The dawn of the new world. It's unlikely there'll be a place for it or Guillotini's fantasies. I refuse. The world is not as weak as you think. That's right. I'm on his Zorwing have seen more crises than you've eaten lotus flower chips, and we're always come out on top. Truly, there is no reaching your exalted heights. I remember how the master used to pretend to be an evil dragon when we played as children. Who would have thought he would become the hero, while the real evil dragons would come at us one after another. Guillotine may have disappeared, but here his successors come, self-assured, thinking themselves totally infallible. What the heck are you talking about? Time has come. A century ago, the prophecy predicted all. He will return. He's an abyss lector. He's part of the abyss, of course he is. Do not give me what I need willingly. I will take it myself. Well, I feel absolutely no disappointment in fighting him. For like the umpteenth time. So basically, the god reincarnated is active. Oh, on the table is actively like gathering. Oh, this kind of.
Stabilize. This is order.
This is like actively gathering like pieces of her heart ring of.
Taking a turn for the better. A bitter pill to swallow.
They're like actively gathering like pieces of their heart from like when they were like just a god. Like they arrived just in time. I'm sure that you
Mind the side effects.
Oh, caterpillars. Okay.
Let's get it on! Gotcha!
Rise.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Quietly now.
Solidify.
The doctor was seeing.
Buckle up!
Goodness. It's been a while, Chrysalis. Still no sign of metamorphosis, I see. Perhaps you've grown too used to being a caterpillar. You've already forgotten the time we've spent here. It was a brief time compared to our eternity, but those brief moments grant us mastery over this universe. I was nothing more than your exhibit at the time, nor could I understand your grand plans. Plus, I tend to have a bad memory for things I don't like. But on your return, you performed the dispelling ritual. How facetious of you. Of course, how could I allow spiritual impurities or contaminants into the master's space? Alas, you have not yet left your cocoon. You will return to the void in the end. There is no place for you in the uniworld. Hand over the rest of it. I shall permit it. Seems you are the hero. It seems it is you who are the hero wielding the holy blade and the telling of the story. Well, I am the dragon who falls to your sword. The atmosphere here is lovely. Matters not in the end. All the elements are in place and the dragon has been defeated. You may guard reason for now. After all, nobody can truly own the Holy Blade. We merely hold it as it travels in the direction it must until it reaches its final destiny. The Holy Blade can be an object, but there's peculiar symbolism in it being a sword. Well then, isn't it something that can hold reason? Yeah, let's use the Holy Blade of Nascaruz we found earlier. This is... What's next, Jacob? Don't you want to reforward the Holy Blade as soon as possible? Next, Oceanid, you touch the sword. Is this a trap? No, although the Holy Blade can part any will from water, it can also unite wills. It can accommodate both the primordial and that of order. You've been chosen because you're an illusion. You contain something that Nascaruz Ordu has gathered over many years. The power of will. Should we trust him? His biological indicators show a very low probability of lying, though I remain doubtful. How long must you dawdle? You are no better than that rusty old shell Guillotine created. Would you like some oil for your brain or rust remover? Speaking of rust remover, what about it? That watch. Yeah, we can try using the rust remover on the watch. What nonsense are you all going on about? Adults shouldn't interrupt children. And I'm a child too. Oh, it's open. Huh. That's this guy. And one of these two is Caterpillar and the other it would be Seymour. I'm guessing this would be Seymour. This would be Caterpillar because he seems more reserved. So Seymour and Jacob Caterpillar. And there's a photo inside? How nostalgic. And, well, not literally these guys, but like who they're based off of. Anne, Rain, Director Lyris, Marianne, and myself, as we once were. I remember this photo. I think I remember. Matching traits, detective. That is, Marianne, my ward. Well, has the oil helped lubricate your rusty decision-making skills? If we don't take this step, we'll never be able to leave the world of memory. Yeah, let me give it a try then. And? Okay, I've made up my mind. Whoa! Huh. Interesting. Is this what the Holy Blade of Nascaruz really like? Weren't you listening? Caterpillar just explained the Holy Blade can indwell any form that holds significance. Ah, just like the Holy Blade of Nascaruz we imagined. You changed back. Very good. My mission is complete. Now I propose a trade. Now you, Oceanid, please take all my emotions and memories. Huh? My power is no match for yours, and I will soon disappear. Save all that I am, that I may be reunited with everyone in the new world. Seems like he's not up to date with the latest news. But he established civil nodes in Fontaine in accordance with the seal of the chemical marriages, part of a response to the apocalypse. The five most important survive. Only the smallest part of our master's plan has been implemented. Even that is a form of success. The arrival of new earth faded. I cannot absorb your persona and memories. After all, I have no wish to retain anyone with such a serious sins on their hand as you are now. Huh? You may no longer be the crybaby Jacob, but as you are now, you are still not worthy of eternity. Rather than that, we will help you and treat you. You must atone for your sins. But the part of the Red Empress is within you, so you should know that she rejected the future. She wanted to return to the Nascaruz Institute as it was, and watch again as we pretend to be the Nascaruz adventure team. Beautiful memories are the only eternity in this world. There are no others. Grant it to me, O being of eternity. I do not wish to do so, and I will persuade that part of Lyris too. The appointed time has come. It seems the watch wound up running a little fast over the course of a century. What's going on here? I have reversed the seal of crystalline marriage and reforged the holy blade of reason. The truth of the world formula has been proven. Seal of chemical marriage was an ancient Fontanian ritual meant to seal this off the source of life. It has been reserved, and all that has been set free once more. Wait, back in the Fortress of Meripede, the primary sea was. Now it's time for a master. No, for Reen to return. He will break the seal and contrast lights. The pure water of life will endue the world and rise once more, giving birth to a new universe. Souls will be preserved forever, and the blade of will shall fall into the waters and grasp by legitimate owner. The future has been changed. Fate has been denied before. Fontanians no longer melt in the primordial sea. They are true humans. I just want it. And gain the power to combat the apocalypse. Jacob! Already anticipated an end for this body. The clock may stop and its hands fall still. May take my master a little time to find my will in the new world, but do not worry, we'll meet again there. Jacob! Oh. Oh. Not what I was expecting to happen. What a terrible ending. But I feel there is little time for mourning or elimination. Everything now hangs by a thread. My sense of direction right, I'm afraid the interior of the Tower of Casult is below us now. You've never been there, Caterpillar? It's the closest point to Master's Ultimate Go. I do not believe many have been there. That means we don't know what we'll find there. I'm ashamed to admit it, but yes. What is all this? Hello. Warning, abnormal environmental changes detected. Now I can see that just fine. Seems we don't have much time, let's get to work quickly, before Jacob's new world becomes reality. I do find it funny that they're like that it's gray. Oh yes, what's the quality of this? Gray. The holy blade of Nascaruz. It's gray. It's not that important. You could. Your story can continue without this knowledge. Jesus Christ. What a huge mechanical core. How should we descend? An optical coupling design in it. Looks like we need to get all the rays to hit their targets. How do we do that? Some kind of equipment nearby? Have a look around. You know, I'm gonna save this for next time. I was mistaken. Wisdom funding. Hey, the music, lovelily ominous. Delightfully ominous. Anywho, like I said, I'm gonna save that for next time. Because I'm getting the impression that this is going to go on for quite a bit longer than I have the time for. Especially considering it's 5 in the morning. And no, I haven't slept. And yesterday I was up fairly early. Like, not early, but like, I was up before noon. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, 5 to 12 is still 7 hours. So, like, if I can sleep, then... At the front, keep moving. You at the back. Catch up and keep pace. Ah, she's having him run laps. Double time it. Are you on a run or a zig? I forget whichever. Oh, and somebody's collapsed. First, a bunch of stragglers have keeled over. Really? Fantastic. Guess they volunteered for extra laps tomorrow. Little combat spirit training. And they're all tuckered out. That's what you get for slacking off during regular drills. Half push-ups, chest beneath, dry bar pull-ups, cutting corners on the laps. You think you're clever, do you? You thought I wouldn't notice? No way they can fight with their muskets like this. What'll they do if criminal bolts? Ditch their gear and give chase? Exactly does the training involve? It sounds really complicated. Nothing really, I'm just getting to mark locations within the time limit while carrying all their gear and retrieving the target item and running back. That's it. Packs don't even include the usual supplies for longevity deployment. They don't have to carry their firearms, ammunition, and observation and protective gear and medkit. They only have to carry... Okay. And the location. They only have to carry their firearms, ammunition, observation, and protective gear and medkits. So they don't need to carry things like food, camping gear, and whatnot. And how is the location marked? Launch a signal flare. They must reach the spot where it lands and deploy themselves for battle there. Flare, well, those can't fly too far.
But Captain, please stop using the Gardamex to fire the flare.
Another subpar performance, and I'll be firing it from my musket. Alright, look alive, you slugs. It's time for another round. Don't worry, those who fell out will be joining you. I'll make sure of that. On your feet now. Move, move, move. Run, walk, crawl. I don't care what you do. I want to see every last one of you at that marker.
Captain, please have mercy.
Remind me of what shivers.
I'm Chevres, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. You'll excuse me if I skip the pleasantries. Is there a case that needs my attention?
Okay, so it's like I remembered some of it.
Let's get it on!
Not a whole lot, but
A bitter pill to swallow.
all I remember is that she had a sterner voice. Considering that he is a close-range fighter. Oh my goodness, that is an accomplishment. I was able to hit that. I'm sorry. The source of all water is the Great Fontanian Lake. Lake. Yeah, sure. Okay, a lake. Yeah. Anywho, with that entertaining little bit out of the way, the last I'll say of that story that I'm reading. It really is a good one. And if ever you can find it, I would 100%. 8 days. So, basically a week. A little over a week. And get a little over a week to get 80%. It's almost 80%. Yeah, it'll be no problem. Who knows, I might get it while I'm gone. But basically, the story that I'm reading goes, is that this god that has been reincarnated is trying to find the pieces of their heart And it's like, as they're doing so, they're regaining, like, their memories from the life that they lived before. And so naturally, this is how we're, like, discovering things about how they were, like, betrayed. Literally, like I said, the character was just like, my greatest wish is to see you dead. And the god that loved them so much said, it will be so. And it was, oh my god. And like I was saying, the god, for as much as a god can ever care about humanity, really did, like, love the humans under their care. Did they love oddly?
Take it easy.
For certain, for sure, absolutely. But they did care. So it's just like this betrayal, because that's 110% what it is, a betrayal. Just, oh my gosh, my heart just breaks. And I'm like, and I'm left infuriated. I need, this is some of the best. Anyway, so the gods is like, where it ended is just like pieces of the god's heart are falling to the ground. And it's essentially a race to see, can they collect the pieces of this god's heart and memories, or will they be destroyed? The thing is, it's like the people who want to destroy the god's heart have essentially been like lied to for centuries. I guess, as I had mentioned before, but certainly could have easily gotten lost in my ramblings. The person that betrayed the god eventually went around calling them a dark god and saying that their power is evil, even though literally everyone who uses magic of any kind is using the god's magic. Like, there is no holy power and dark power. There is only the god's power. And it's just, and it's so fascinating because, like, the god's power that became a curse very much is a problem that they have needed to solve. Like, it became a problem. The people who, like, lose hope in humanity go crazy and go mad with power. So it's like, and the story's so well written, because it's like, even though it's like, well, they stole the god's power, they clearly don't deserve it. It's like, it's not quite that simple. Like, it's just really well written. So you just have these two factions just racing to get pieces of the heart. It's like and they clearly have no understanding about how the god powers actually work. Because several of the god's followers have infiltrated like this like school, like night school essentially. It's like where they become like professional like protectors of the realms and whatnot, and guardians. It's just like several of the original god's followers have joined and just like, yeah, no, we're just like teachers here now. And it's just so hilarious. It is very much like it's not always a serious fic, but it is a lot of the time. It absolutely is a lot of the time. And honestly, I can't tell you how ends because it only recently came back. I've only recently refound it. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Like, I remain cautiously optimistic. I'm sure I could very easily just, like, put my nose to the grindstone and I've read literal thousands of stories. I can guess where the plot's going. And I could probably be pretty accurate, but I don't want to. And besides, who knows, it might surprise me. Like, much like this story, that's for another time. I'll get back to reading it. And who knows, maybe next time I stream, I'll know enough to tell you more. Is there adventure to collect the god's heart? The pieces of the god's heart? It had only just begun. Until next time, darling. Bye.